What's up, everybody? Levi with 406 Hobbies here, coming to show you 3D printing noob stuff. This printer, just brought it back from the farmer's market. It's obviously in shambles. I'm going to get it set back up. It's probably going to need re-leveled and who knows what else. But I'm going to start with that and I'll help you walk you through it. I've moved this printer back and forth from the farmer's market so many times now. Almost every weekend we go, and it's worth it. Alright, set back up. Already plugged in, ready to go. Check all my lines, so get it going, make sure nothing's going to be pinched. Alright, good to go there. We'll flick it back on, wait for it to boot up. This is a Cr10 V2. I've had it for about 2 years now. It's all stock, except for the small little feeder tube there, and then putting the filament up there, which is a much better choice, by the way, if you're just trying to save room, which I am. This computer sits underneath a little shelf here, so it doesn't have room to fit all that. So quick modification, that's what these things are good for. So anyways, I already got a model set up. I'll show that model. Alright, I got that model set up and already on the SD card. I sliced it, Simplify 3D. I'll do a video later on that if you ever need help setting that up. It's an earlier version, but that version, most of the kinks are worked out of it, other than the basic one, so we'll move on to the next version. Anyway, so I'm going to start to run the file, but I know it's going to need to be leveled. Quick and easy way to level it while it's running, honestly, is my opinion the best way, because you're gonna set it to a position where you're always gonna be printing at that height for your first part of your model. So if you leave that as your generic layer height, your basic layer height for all your models, then you won't ever have to re-level it, other than when you move it or if you move it. So start the file now. Many people have their different ways of using bed adhesion. There's the obvious way, which they all come with this glue stick here. Glue stick. It will work. It will work, but in my opinion, not the best. And it's mainly just for cleanup reasons. You have to pull your bed off every time. I am old school when it comes to 3D printers. I like a glass bed, or in this case, just a light adhesive sheeting. And I like a removable bed. They have the magnetic beds yet that work. Those things work great, honestly. You get your first initial layer height stuck, but honestly, a little bit of hairspray still never hurt it anyways. But hairspray, just keep everything sticking. This is a big model. It's going to go all the way around the print bed, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure to cover it real good. And what I love about it is you don't need much, and then cleanup for it is super simple, which means you pop off the last print and you start a new one. I pull it off probably once a month and wash it under my sink, just like you would hot glue or glue stick. It will come off the same way. Just water, let it soak a minute, scrape it off, and you'll be good as new. That actually works really good on these. I haven't had any issues. In fact, if you actually look at my bed for how long I've had it, it has no, it's all there. I haven't peeled anything up or anything like that. This is just residual from the last print, and you can see even here, there's some stuck on old filament from a previous print, and it just comes right off. So great thing about that. Don't forget to like and follow while we're waiting. Like and follow. I'll make more cool videos. There's probably no music, but there's music in my head. Always do a 50-degree print bed. Works good for PLA. That's what we're printing with. If you're gonna print with other materials, there's other settings, but pretty basic noob settings here. You know, we'll get into more depth settings as we go forward. I personally, I don't like running anything else. I don't run ABS in my house anymore, but that's for safety reasons. But you know, I'm sure you guys will argue about it all day about whether or not it's safe, but I won't do it. Okay, so this thing's gonna automatically home, and then it's gonna do its little primer thing off to the side and then move over. I'm not gonna worry about where the bed level is when it's priming. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for it to actually start the print, and then I'm just gonna adjust from there. So we'll move you a little closer here. We can get you up close into this action. So you can see, it's actually coming down pretty good on there. You can actually see it's actually really good right now. Adjust that one just a little bit. It looks like as it's getting back there, it's getting a little high. Yeah, see how it's not sticking. So this one needs to go up. And then there it sticks really good. And you can tell just by rubbing your finger across. Oh, looks like some extra material here. And then you can grab this and you just pull it off. And then it's going to start a new one. I hope I'm shooting this good. You can actually see it's pretty level. I'll go back and check over here. Just rubbing my finger across it lightly. You can see right there it broke free. I'm actually going to go up with that a little bit. Back over here. Feeling pretty good. Grab it. Just take it off. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing that. This is feeling, see, a little loose. A little loose. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up. Every time I go up in this corner, I'm going to affect these corners. So I'm going to have to pay attention and make sure that I'm, you know, adjusting it correctly. Okay, and this model is, as you saw, it was a box out and a box in, so I'll be able to check both those models. But really just want to check this outer one for the most part, and then I should be able to start my next print and be good to go. It's laying down right now. I'll show all my print settings in the... Oh, it's good. You can see it's nice and flat. It's nice and flat. Really well. Okay, so this thing's gone around a couple times now, and I did the leveling process and watching it as I go and moving up these, moving them up and down until I can rub across it real lightly and it doesn't come off. But it's also all the way there. It's not forcing material back up into the extruder. If it's too low, it will do that. So I can go ahead and cancel my print. Move it forward. I'm going to peel all this off. Here's your tool or whatever you use. We're just going for simplicity here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start a new print. That was weird. Alright, so we got this leveled again. It's going. Doing a good print now. Show you the images after it's done. Don't forget, like and follow. More cool videos. More information. More 3D later. Alright, we're back and the model just finished. So let's take a look, see how it did. Yeah, came out pretty good. Let's pop it off. See, it wasn't stuck too far, or else it wouldn't have come off like that. But it also stuck well enough that even though it's two pieces, it came apart. Look up. The quality of that bottom layer. A little separation there, that might be an issue with the slicing of the slicer. Simplify 3D. Top's looking really good. There's the bottom right there. Could be set a little lower, but overall stuck real well.